We actually do have a $10 donation that came in from One Cool Man saying, GG on getting accepted into GDQ. Thank you, One Cool Man, for your generosity. So now we are going to have Pythonicus take over for hosting for a bit, since I'm going to be doing the running. And I am now signing out of being a host and signing on as a runner, because that's just how things work around here.
Indeed, indeed. So, yeah, I'm back. Hello, everybody. We have come to the end of day one. Plywood's going to be running A Bug's Life, as, he just said. That being said, we have another full day of runs ahead of us tomorrow. It's going to be a great time. We have had some new incentives added, so go ahead and take a look. We have... Oh boy. Let me just tell you what we have up. We've got, for the Peace Walker co-op run, we've got a versus ops 2 minutes and 2 matches of 2 minutes each for $50. The DLC camos for the very easy MGS3 race, $50. And we've also got a new bid war open for the Silent Hill blood color. You can choose between 4 options: black, green, normal, or violet. So, of course, if you'd like to see any of those, you would also be helping Raichu get to AGDQ, and every single donation is quite appreciated. All right, and here's the man himself, Plywood, with A Bug's Life. Take it away.
Thank you, Python. Well, it's been an exciting day for all of us here at and I'm here with something I didn't even know I was going to do this morning. A Bug's Life from Traveler's Tales on Sony PlayStation. There are other releases of this game. Such as the N64 port, the PC port, and a Game Boy Color version, which I have not played. Made a very strange bet to Roy that if I ever get 100 subs on my channel, I will do a run of the Game Boy Color version, which I don't know why I make these dumb speedrun bets. It's just like something I'm addicted to. But enough of that. This is A Bug's Life on PlayStation. We're going to be doing any there. Thank you for your generosity in bringing this to life, because we're going to live the life. So I don't have to adjust any settings or anything. We're just going to launch into this. Times when I select Anthill and ends when I defeat Hopper. So time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, good luck, my dude.
Thank you. So we're going to start with level 1. This game takes you through the basic plot of the game. I should actually turn on my analog. That'll help. Don't worry. It's a little thing. It's a little thing. So you're supposed to take a whole tour through this anthill and enjoy the nice music and learn about the game, but we're just going to jump over the fence because we don't have time for that. You're going to see me abuse the geometry in this game quite a bit to make some jumps that you're not really supposed to do. And that's the first big one. It's fairly easy. You just got to position your jump properly. Coming into the tunnels here, we're supposed to use these seeds on the ground. You saw one pass by down below. And there's different seeds in this game. There's seeds that launch you up into the air, like the mushrooms or the dandelions, etc. You got seeds that are like leaves, and they're like kind of stairs that you can climb. Little platforms. That's seeds that upgrade your berry power. This berry that I'm throwing, you can upgrade the berry to be stronger. And there's seeds that plant little turrets. And the seeds and planting are a big component of this game, the puzzle solving to advance through each level. Now, this rubble falls randomly, so we got to be a bit careful here. Try to avoid getting hit too much. On the Japanese release of this game, you actually can take more damage than the American release. So if you're interested in strange Japanese dubs of Disney Pixar films, you should definitely check out A Bug's Life for Japanese PlayStation. It's very strange. All right, so every 3 levels we have a boss fight. The first boss fight of the game is Thumper. And for every boss fight, we need to pick up a super berry so we can actually do damage to the boss. And there are health bars at the top there. And just get up close. Closer we are to our enemy, the more berries we can throw quickly. So that's good. And then after I'm done throwing berries at Thumper, I'm going to exit the level. Whenever I don't have to finish a level by like getting to an end goal, instead like completing an objective, you'll see me exit the level just so I don't have to sit through any cutscenes or anything like that. Okay, level 4. So this level isn't hard, but if you make a mistake, it's pretty costly. So we need to grab a dandelion and fly off. And I'm going to be throwing berries constantly to try to hit these dragonflies. I'm going to float off a little bit here. That way I can get some height. If you hit the floor here, the bird will come and kill you, and you lose a life. Lose too many lives, and it's just game over. There are no continues, my friend, so gotta be careful about that, but we went through without too much incident. Okay, so level 5. This is by far the hardest level in the game, or one of them. Just a lot of optimization you can do and some really tricky jumps you can go for. So let's hope it all works out in this riverbed run. Just think happy thoughts, like Flick says. So you gotta be careful about these bugs. They can move randomly, and we don't want to take too much damage in this stage if we can help it. All right, nice. So that was a tough jump you can go for where you use a little bit of the ground that's a little bit higher, and you can jump off of that and jump over the edge of that cliff, which allows you to skip using a seed as a platform. It saves about 7 or 8 seconds, but you got to make sure you get that within a few tries or else you're losing time. We're going to slip by this egg and pick up this seed. Hopefully this boll weevil doesn't hurt us. Okay. And then we need this leaf token. These 2 leaf tokens, we have an upgraded leaf. And now we're going to climb this cliff right here. Like so. And you're going to see me butt stomping a bit. Not only does it extend our height in the air, extend our air time, but it's also a great offensive tool. So we'll be using that throughout this run as well. All right, get this seat in the corner so it's nice and high off the ground, and then just jump over the ledge like that. I gotta say, knock on wood, this stage is actually going really well. But we're coming up to the biggest challenge of them all. This final wall, which has a jump that really shouldn't work, but if we time our second jump properly, we can actually get over this ledge, even though we really shouldn't be able to. But it's pretty much frame perfect, so it's going to take me a few tries. Okay, not bad. That was still a really good stage. That was a good stage for sure. And I'm not just saying that. Considering I only practiced an hour ago, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so level 6. This is the second boss of the game, the bird. We need to get to the top, just like Flick says, and pick up a super berry. Come on, get over the ledge. Sometimes it can be a little bit weird with some of the platform edges getting over them. You're supposed to jump a little bit earlier than I did there, and that's why I was kind of struggling. Okay. Then we hit the bird. It's actually a good position for the bird since it's right on the wall, so my berries don't have a huge travel time. Oh, I can't really PB because I'm playing on PS2. My PB, which is world record, is on PlayStation TV, which saves a nice chunk of change in load times compared to PlayStation 2. Okay, level 7. So this stage, we need to collect grain. Oh, man, I squished this bug again. Last marathon run I did, I also squished that bug. You want to squish that bug on the outside so it'll drop a grain, but screwed that up a bit, but now I'm invincible, so it's all good. So you need to collect 10 grain to get through a door here. And you get grain by collecting it in the area and by killing bugs. Because they have the grain we need. They got that cheddar. So I'm going to have to get a backup bug, get through. Oh, nice. That was really good. So if you time your jump just right, you won't actually take damage from that ooze. But you have to jump at just the right time to do that. I think it's a bit easier on a CRT compared to a flat screen because the PSTV has a bit of lag to it. So I am actually really good for health in this stage, so there really is no risk of me dying. Yeah, like that. And dying is a bit of a waste of time. Not as much of a waste of time as in some platformers, but it's still annoying. You lose a few seconds, so this is going pretty swell, I gotta say. I really feel like I'm living the good life here. But it's not over yet. We have one big thing we got to do. We're going to be skipping the 30 grain door with a very well-timed jump and butt stomp extension so we can get over the door. Here we go. You got to set yourself up at the right line and jump at the right time. Nice. We do not need more grain. You fool. You foolish fool. We just need good jumping in a platformer. Well, I gotta say, that level was also pretty good. Very important that we don't accidentally try to save, by the way. You need to say no. So you have to press right after every level to make sure you don't say yes. That is a big time loss going into the save menu. So this stage is a little less complicated. All we gotta do is find all the circus troupe because we need to bring them back to the colony. So by pausing there, I can actually skip dialogue from each of the circus members, starting with Dim. And we'll be using that throughout the run, but it's not always actually useful because sometimes dialogue is tied to animations and we have to let the animations play out, but not for this stage. Okay, hopefully we get this jump. There's some off-brand cola right there, sitting in the dirt. It just says cola, so I know it's off-brand cola. All right, we need to talk to Manny. Sometimes he tries to dodge me, try to drift me, but thankfully he didn't. Thank you, Manny. And now we go talk to Rosie. And we're out of there. Okay, we're coming into the third boss of the game, flying right by into the bug bar. We're going to be fighting Thud, and we're going to be using a pretty neat strat with the can wall. I missed. Let me get this camera a little bit better. Okay, there we go. This is a bit of a struggle, but eventually got it. So you're supposed to go to the other end of the can and pick up the super berry, but you could just pick up the gold berry on the side closest to you, but it's a bit of a tricky jump. You need to jump off of the side of the can at the right time. You kind of like slide and then jump. So that lost me a little bit of time, but nothing too significant. And then you just need to go back and forth. The items have a cycle to them, so as long as you're in tune with the cycle, it's really not that bad. All right, so Clover Forest. This has a potential glitch in it at the very start, but it doesn't always happen depending on my execution. First off, we need to climb out of this trench in typical Bug's Life way, not in the intended way, by climbing on a corner. And then jump into Manny here. Let's hopefully get this. Nice. Okay, I got it. So I didn't get this on my last marathon run, and we got it here. Oh, by jumping into Manny and still being in the air during the fade out, you'll actually be able to move during that cutscene. And ooh, that was really nice. We got that nice acceleration on the leaf. It's kind of weird. If you just jump at the right angle, you'll get good acceleration on the leaf. But yeah, so you'll continue to be able to act, and then I can set up my movement to leave the scene very quickly. Very nice. This is the wrong one. Yep. There we go. We're collecting tokens so we can get a bird piece on the plateau in the middle. We collect all these bird pieces so we can scare off the grasshoppers. Okay. And we have our cannon plant. Butt blast that ant to Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come. The ancient Kingdom Come.
Going to Kingdom Kung Fu.
Kingdom Kung Fu. That's right. Well, we just got some Chinese takeout, so. All right, and now boom that seed, and now we're going to okay. All right, we got our last piece. So sometimes those seed blasters, if you butt stomp at the right, or rather the wrong angle, you'll get stuck and then bounce off. So that's what happened there. But then we launched ourselves into the last bird piece and it was all good. Okay, level 11, the tree. We're going to climb the tree in a non-standard way because we're a non-standard ant. Here we go. Up the root, up the root, up the root. Oh, baby, that was great. So you have to go at a very certain kind of angle for that root climb. A very certain path I take. And sometimes you might lose your speed, but I maintain my speed pretty dang well there. All right, no seeds though. So the tree is a bit spooky because there's an opportunity for me to fall, and if I fall, I'm losing quite a chunky amount of time. So let's hopefully not fall off the tree. Thankfully, Bug's Life gravity is pretty slow, so if I'm like really high up in the tree, all I got to do is hug the tree and I'll land somewhere below, but it's still pretty annoying and not something I want to deal with. So you got to be careful of those acorns and the mosquitoes. It's not common, but the mosquitoes could just land on top of you and then
Hop on.
you just basically get bad luck and then get knocked off the tree. It's happened to me. Thankfully, it's not happened in a marathon run yet, but it can happen. Which is why I pick up the super berry just so I can take out these mosquitoes.
Damn! I could use your help!
Blueberries rock!
It's like I mentioned
Dim
earlier,
dance.
certain dialogue like this, it's tied to an animation, so let it play out. It doesn't really save you time. You're actually losing time by trying to skip the dialogue. Jump on the outside of that web. Climb, climb, climb. Well-timed the jumpies. It's late, guys. I've been up since like 5 in the morning. But all things considered, though, I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling
Didn't
pretty
give
good,
Ant a
but
lift.
we still have the last trio of levels, and they're pretty rough. So jump into this scout, and it's payback time. Okay, we're gonna fight Molt, who's really not that bad of a guy if you watch the movie. He's just kind of a bumbling idiot, not really that harmful, but we're gonna have to show Ant Colony how it's done. And to do that,
Okay,
we need to tell them to please stop trying to help us because they're gonna try and throw berries that we don't need. And hopefully it doesn't land on us while we're getting the berry we do need. Because that happened to me in practice like half an hour ago. Okay, good. Yeah, if you're really unlucky, you'll pick up the super berry and then they'll throw a red berry and then you have to unroot the plant and get another super berry, which is a chore. So I'm standing on this spot of the map because there's a little leaf roof above me. And through that, all the berries that they're throwing are going to land on top of me. And then I don't have to worry about it, which is pretty nice. Then I just time out my throws to his animation. And yeah, he's done.
Oh yeah!
Okay. Anthill Part 2. Much harder than Anthill 1. We need to rescue the princess, and we have a few things we need to do in order to do that. Need to jump at the correct time. Okay, very good. So you got to be careful with that jump because the pill bugs jump when you jump. So if you mistime your jump, you're just gonna like completely miss it, and then you have to wait for them to get back together, and it's just a bad scene. So I'm glad that happened how it did. Let me collect all these leaf tokens because we need to build step here. This is a little awkward. I've taken this a little bit easy there because it's quite easy to fall off. Okay, and now that we have this turret plant, I'm going to unroot this, pick it up, and then stand at a very certain spot on this rock and rock the camera, as it were, to try to hit Hopper in the air. Problem is, this angle is kind of weird, and he needs to be in the right spot with the cameras. I'm going to adjust a little bit here, actually. Okay, that should work. Now we just kind of wait. We have to hit him 9 times. But the first couple are kind of rough because he's very high up in the air. So, but now that he's low, it's not so bad. But oh, she's really low on the rock. Okay. Well, that's all done. But next stage is pretty much the least marathon safe stage in this whole run because if I die, I pretty much need to reset the level and try again. This is the most different stage in the entire game as well because the controls are a bit different. So I'll explain in a moment after I'm done with this part, because this part's a bit dicey. Okay, so this is a course, and you want to always go right, but if I hold X, I'll start flying, but if you fly for too long, you'll actually lose a lot of speed, so you don't want to be flying for all that long. But whenever you pick up grain in this level, you'll actually speed up. So you want to pick up the grain while you're flying. It makes a big difference. Because if you're too slow, Hopper's going to catch up to you, and he could just pretty much stun lock you to death. And when you die, you start at the beginning of the level, and then you have no grain, and then you're sad, and then you need to just exit the level and try again. Also, you got random bugs, and you hit the walls, and you lose all your speed. This level's just really hard. It's just a hard level, but this has actually been going extremely well. Only getting hit once is a blessing in itself. All right, so we're at the final level, folks. Level 15, Canyon Showdown, and the platforming challenges don't stop here. We need to get the super berry, which is requires a pretty tight jump, and then we got to start fighting Hopper himself. So let's hopefully not mess up this jump. Nice landing. Okay, nice. Okay, so that jump is really tight. You got to make sure you jump the moment you land on the platform, or else you're just going to fall off. And the platforming here is pretty slippery. Now we just spam super berries into him. And now we're in the second arena. So I have to hit him with a berry in each spot that he goes to. And try not to fall, because that's a waste of time. So here we go. I'm going to get into his face. It's faster to go into his face, but it's a bit more risky there, because I could fall. Here I'm just going to throw on this edge. Rotate the camera to go over to these L's. We're not going to take the L, we're going to take the W on this one. Jump over this T. Hit Hopper again. Come on. Thank you, Flick. Sometimes the auto-aim kind of doesn't agree with you. Okay, and now we're out of Arena 2. That's the really hard part. The rest of this is, as long as I'm not lagging behind too much, we'll be A-okay. But the second arena is pretty rough. Okay. There's no reason to throw berries at him while he's like flying to the next location. It's just going to slow him down. You just want to wait in position. Watch out for this grasshopper by going around the right side. And then wait for him to go cross that edge. And we're leading him up to the bird. Time's coming up, by the way. Time is when it fades to black. Once it starts fading to black, that's time. And now we just throw berries at him and rotate with him once it gets close to us. Time.
Help me! Help me!
All right, GG.
Oh, what time did I get?
That was a 2340 RTA.
Oh yeah!
That was pretty good. That's my fastest PS2 run.
Heck yeah.
For what it's worth. That was a good run. Yeah, so that's A Bug's Life. Thanks to everyone who donated to get this run going tonight. This run is a lot of fun. Can definitely recommend it to people if you're interested in a fairly quick and fun platformer from the late 90s. You can also check out Toy Story 2, which is by the same company. It's a bit of a different game as far as the structure is concerned with the speedrun, but that's also a really cool run. And a few quick shout outs to Jumpy Luff, who helps me out a lot and helped this game out a lot with the routing and such. Aaron and Bounty Gray for introducing me to this game, and started playing it a few years ago and just really enjoyed playing it overall. Everyone who's done runs of A Bug's Life or Toy Story 2, which is kind of the sister game to this game. And yeah, if you're interested in learning this game, there's a Discord, a Bugs Run Discord, and a tutorial on my YouTube page that goes over the entire game on any percent on PlayStation. And it's still usable if you want to play this game on a PC or N64. It's a little bit different, but the core components of the run are still there. Do another one. Go play N64. We want to see you go up into that skybox, guy. Thanks, John Burton. Yeah, it was a fun run. That felt really good. That felt even better than my Hoop Fest run, so I'm pretty pleased with that. I did actually, I'll let you all know right now that I did submit this to a speedrun marathon in Columbus, Ohio that's happening in March, so we might see yet some more Bugs Life depending on what the committee thinks about the how viable this game is. However, I think this game is a minor hit. So, given the generosity of all you fine folk out there, so yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Any words from you, Python, before we close out the night and wake up the next morning for some more good games?
Yeah, actually, while you were doing your thing, Stealth Edge actually donated $20. No comment, but I did notice he put it towards the DLC camos for MGS3. So thank you, Stealth Edge, for rounding out our night on a high note. And we've also got Raichu on deck to give us a brief little word before we head off here. Hello, Raichu.
He's muted.
Right, Raichu?
I'm sorry.
Ah! Okay.
It's like 6 a.m. Leave me alone. Okay, so the only reason I wanted to say anything is because, well, like 6 a.m. and it's about this time tomorrow that the marathon finishes, so it might not be available to do so, but I'm awake now, so there's no time like the present. But I couldn't sleep without saying thank you to everyone. I'm just, oh my god, I'm awake because I'm still looking at the speedrun.com page where the donations are tracked, and I'm just like, what is going on right now? Like, this is the first day, and it's like 80% of the goal almost hit. It's ridiculous. I mean, everybody who's who's come out here to run a game, or they've donated towards something, to a bid war. D-Limes is bullying all the MGS1 runners by picking barrel and then changing his mind to Otacon. Donating to see Bugs Life from Plywood. Donating for MGS2 from Tyler. And just, I have no words. I can't put into words how grateful I am for you all. Without you guys, getting to America would probably not be possible. And now it's like, it's definitely possible. There's no question about it. So I just wanted to make sure that it was really obvious how thankful and grateful I am, because it means more than I can think of the words to describe it at 6 o'clock in the morning. But I really appreciate Chusa, Roy, Python, Plywood, all of the MGS4 staff for coming together to put this on. it just means a lot. And I mean, I've said that like 5 times now.
Oh,
Sorry.
don't forget to thank Discord, by the way.
And thank you, Discord. Thank you, Google. Thank you, Google, for keeping Python on shift. And obviously, big thank you to Python, because he took over for Glenn when Discord decided to die.
I
God
mean,
bless.
let's be real. I think of it as repaying the favor that I was given for TFA2.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, how many communities will do something like this? Find me one. Find me like the biggest community. I bet you Mario has never done this. I bet you the Zelda community doesn't do this.
They probably have done some things like this. I'm not
shut
sure.
up.
But hey,
Of course
I don't
they
wanna,
haven't.
Hey, we got people who are also in those communities
joking,
too,
I'm
so
sure.
we gotta.
I'm sure, but like I know some people like after the GDQ list came out, they were really disappointed. Right, there was only one Metal Gear game. You know, like, oh, we're still a small community. It doesn't matter, because we might be small in numbers, but like we can do these big things. I mean, $1,000, nearly $1,000. That's not. I have in my lifetime, I've seen $1,000 or its equivalent twice, right? Twice, and this is the third time. This is huge for me, you know, that you guys are like so eager to see the run, because you care about this almost as much as I do, probably more maybe, by the looks of things. So it's huge, you know. Some random Irish dude. We have to get him to America. We have to get this run at GDQ, because it's important. It's important to me, and it's important to the speedrun community, to MGSors, like a lot of the guys who aren't from MGSR who's donated, because there has been a couple. Who probably doesn't really mean a whole lot to it. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to all of these guys too, and I really appreciate it. And thank you. I mean, like, if we didn't raise $1 more, it wouldn't matter, because, I mean, look, if you want to give money, I'm not going to stop you. Don't let me stop you. It would. I know Philo asked earlier, God bless him. He said, listen, Raichu, do you need that extra like $200? Because, man, I'll go to the bank tomorrow and I'll get it for you. So it's like, if we didn't, I can still get there. But if you have it, please give it to me, because it'll just make it easier. And the easier it is, the better. And yeah, it's I don't know. I have no words. I'm just shocked, I think, at this point. And I think the part that shocked me the most is how quickly, you know, like, this could have been a day one. Like, we could have finished this today, and we'd have been Gucci. I mean, you know, it's like we have another whole day of content for you guys, and I hope you'll all come back tomorrow. Come back in the morning at 9:30 Eastern, I believe.
9:30 Eastern, starting off bright and early with the 4-way MGS3 very easy race. Yeah.
So I hope you're all. So come back for more MGS3 with plywood. Everybody loves plywood. I certainly love plywood. I love him more after today. We have Apache, Erie, Tyler. I think that's 4 people. Did I say 4 names? I'm
You
pretty
sure
sure I
Those
did.
were 4 names. Sure. Those were 4 names. Counted them.
But anyway, I'm just gonna let you all go to bed now. I think I'll go to bed too.
I think we're letting you go to bed too. at this
Oh
point.
man, I don't know. I just big internet hug for all of you. It really means a lot. And I'm sorry if I'm not here tomorrow. I'm sorry. Or well, I'll be here, but like, I mean, at the end. But I just wanted to make sure that like you didn't all think, oh Jesus, I fucking right, you guys didn't even bother to show up. It's like, I'll probably be asleep. Let's be honest.
I mean,
But
I
I
think
just-
most of the audience is probably surprised you're still up at this
I'm surprised I'm still up. And like I said, I was just looking at like the speedrun.com page and all this stuff happened, and I'm like, what is going on right now? And I was a little bit kept awake because I was really curious if Chusa really was going to ensure that you ran the Bugs Life. That was keeping me a bit curious. But it's just I'm just floored, I think, more than anything. I still feel like I am asleep and I'm about to wake up. And it's going to be Saturday morning again, you know? And this all is just some crazy dream. Because I did actually dream about this marathon last night. And it didn't go quite it didn't happen as I dreamt it as it did today. So this is beyond the dream, literally. But, I can't say enough. I love you all. And I can't express my appreciation enough. Especially because it's 6 o'clock in the morning. But I'm going to let everybody sign off. I'm going to go to sleep. Plywood needs to sleep because he has a race at 9 o'clock in the morning. He's been up since 5, I think you said.
Yes.
But last big thank you to everybody, especially the staff. And Chusa, Roy, Python, Plywood, and the rest. I can't think of their names right now.
Who has
I'm Toast,
done a lot
the
of
silent partner.
tireless work on the restreaming. And if y'all didn't know, the streaming setup for MGSR, if you haven't noticed, has gotten a few upgrades, and that is in part thanks to the tireless work of Toast. Not all heroes wear capes. Some are just toasted bread. So.
I mean, Toast is like the silent partner. I think he's been referred to by Roy and Chew a couple of times, and he really is. You don't hear from him, but he's there, and he's doing some incredible stuff. And it means a lot that, like, those guys work so hard. I mean, if you aren't in MGSR, you need to join MGSR. Just saying. Like, don't follow me. I don't need you. Follow this channel and join that Discord. That's what you should do, because this community is exceptional. It's ridiculous.
If you're still watching at this point, you're not following this channel. What are you doing?
Yeah, honestly, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I mean, you know, if it wasn't the RC Cola talk, I mean, what why aren't you here?
But yeah, to round everything off, we have to, of course, make the standard calls. We will be back tomorrow, of course, but in case you're not available to watch tomorrow and you're only available for today, we do want to say, if you are interested in joining the community, we have that Discord link that I just had Moobot post for you guys. We have MetalGearSpeedrunners.com, which Moobot also just posted on his own, where we have a repository of basically all of the knowledge we own about these games. Still a work in progress, however, and you could be the next big content done for that art.
You could be the next set of big words that Python says into a microphone, into the internet for all of you to hear. So if you want to learn one of these games, you should definitely check it out. And of course, if you want language lessons, we can't provide them to you, but we'll be happy to talk to you nonetheless.
I mean, you certainly shouldn't come to me for English advice. I am apparently trash at it.
I can't teach you English, but I could make a vain effort at trying to teach you some Irish, I guess.
There you go.
Not now, it's too late, but I'm actually trying to think of something I could say, I guess.
Maybe you could teach us all
how to say thank you.
Thank you, yeah. Thank you.
So, so I'll teach you how to say thank you for coming, right? So just give me a second, that's it.
Okay.
Right, so thank you is Gurav Mahagwa.
Gurmagla?
Gurav Mahagwa.
Gurav Magala.
Aga. Like Aga.
Aga.
A chalk to stacked.
Aga.
A chalk to stacked. And that's Gurav Thank you. Thank you for coming. Jesus, I can't even English. I can't English at all. Tomorrow. There'll be time for this tomorrow. I'm going to bed.
Yep. We're all very tired here. It's been a very productive day. So we're going to sign off.
Incredible.
We're going to sign off. We're going to come back hot and ready, 9:30 a.m. Be there. We'll be here. We hope
Check
to
your
see you
local
there.
listings.
Yeah,
Check
all
your
the
local listings for
all
the
of the
proper time for your time zone.
yes. Yep. So we will see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Bye.